Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Play My Music podcast. I am your host, Mark Reddick, and we're about to kick off another wonderful show today. So today I have with me Mr. Drexler, John, all the way from Texarkana, Texas. Let's show him some love.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for welcoming me. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Love that. Thank you.
A little late. Okay. All right. We're going to slow this down a little bit.
hmm Good music though. Love it. Very funky.
Thank you. Yes.
hmm
Thank you. Okay. Drexler, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm a singer-songwriter, a producer, and a mixing mastering engineer. So all my songs, from the first to the fourth album, it's all me, right? And the fourth and the fifth single as well. Besides music, I help lead worship at our church. I play guitar and I sing. I
hmm
like doing sports, boxing, chess, and running are my main favorite sports. I enjoy doing different hobbies like cooking as well. And I also like doing conversational ministry when I just go out to networking events or probably around the city, just talking to people, and if the conversation comes to Jesus, we spread the gospel, we spread the love of Christ. So those are just some of the things I fancy doing.
Okay. So I guess that explains a lot. That explains why you took such interest in my shirt and my hat,
Yes, definitely.
because
I love
you
it.
are a believer and
Amen.
you are a follower of Jesus Christ. Wonderful.
Right. hmm
Okay. Um, so we got the Christian side of you. So you said you're a singer. You do it all. You sing, you write.
I play
Do
instruments.
you play any instruments?
Yeah, I do. I play any instrument that the Beatles play. The Beatles are a big part of my musical influence. I
Okay.
started hearing them when I was 5, but until I was 11, that's when I started to really study the way they played the instruments, the way they wrote the songs, how they produced the music. I don't know, it just really hit me. And that's why I play lots of instruments. Because you have Paul McCartney, for example. Paul McCartney recorded the McCartney albums just by himself and everything. I
hmm
used to be in bands, right? One of my goals back then growing up was to be like the Beatles, have a sort of band with lots of people. And God bless them. I enjoyed being in bands, but we could never see eye to eye. For example, let's say I want a harmony on this particular track. This other person doesn't want it. Let's say I want them to play an arpeggio in this particular part of the song. The other person doesn't want it. And we'll just go round and round and then it'll just lead to nothing. So I told myself, all right, we'll do it solo. And that's what I've done. I never expected to go solo, but the Lord has brought me this far.
Wow. Um, that's incredible. I'm glad you shared that. Um, I can relate to some of your frustration in working with others
Mm-hmm.
because, and that's kind of partly why I built all of this, so I can do what I'm hearing, I can perform what I'm hearing, and just get to work without having to wait for anybody.
Exactly.
So
And relying on other people can also be a hassle. That's why I said I like your setup because I relate in a sense, right? Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I had somebody on here, a friend of mine. He was on this podcast a few weeks ago, and he's all into the AI.
The
Uh,
AI is very scary.
yeah, it is. And see, he doesn't sing, and he got tired of waiting for after rehearsals if anybody had any time to hang around, and he just wanted to just
Mhm.
go over some stuff. So um, that's a whole nother story. Okay, now I'm
hmm
listening to how you speak. If
Right.
you sound like you're from London somewhere. You
Oh,
say
right.
you
Because
love the Beatles and Paul McCartney, and it's like you sound like you're one of the Beatles.
do I? In fairness, the haircut and the attire is very Beatles inspired. But so I grew up speaking English. English was my first language before Tagalog in the Philippines, right? But I guess I grew up learning about British English. When you grow up watching documentaries, films,
That's probably
reading
what it
literature,
is, because your accent
yeah,
is like you're from London, for sure. And just the way you say certain words is you just sound like you just came right off of the plane from London. So that's interesting. But okay, I'm not mad at you. So you sent us some music. Um, if you don't know what's going on with this internet, your Video froze. Can you hear me?